Welcome to this new series. So this series is Astro-Bhagavata. So as I'm studying Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, I see how Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is actually a astrological gold mine. Every major astrological planet, if you especially understand the nature of Saturn, for example, fixed karma is connected to Saturn, or think of the eclipse nodes, Rāhu and Ketu, or talk about auspicious muhūrtas, or the yogas of dhana-yoga or other yogas, remedial vratas, even polestar. It all unfolds into a living drama in the pages of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So by retelling these stories, actually we can frame planetary problems, because Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam go to the root of the astrological problems that we have. So these are like invitations. The solutions in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam are like invitations to permanent transformation through bhakti yoga. So sometimes people say, oh, what does Bhagavatam have to do with astrology? It's not connected. But if you actually can connect with one verse of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and get the essence from it, you will cure planetary issues. For example, okay, I'll just tell you a few examples. So the story of Parikshit Maharaj, which is the beginning of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, when he gets cursed by Shringi, because of the dead snake story, we all have some curse, something that we've done in the past, etc. So the astrological principle here is unavoidable prarabdha. It's a kind of a Śani type of karma. And the takeaway is that when destiny reveals itself, when destiny bites, you can say, then when we hear Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, like Parikshit Maharaj did, not just wear a blue sapphire and try to postpone the problem, then we go to the root of the issue. So modern goal of astrology is to just cure the symptoms. But here, when we actually study Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, we're going to the root of the issues and we're curing it. Another example is like the classic, another curse story of Jaya and Vijaya. When they fall down to the material world, the astrological principle is when there's a fall of a planet. So falling from a benefic house because of some malefic transit. So it's like a karma in the guise of this kind of an arrangement coming through in our life. And in the lives of devotees, it is Krishna manifesting as if karma. So the point is, even in a bad period, it can be engineered to develop deep rasa and improve our rasa. So Jaya and Vijaya did not have to come down, but they came down to deepen that connection to Krishna. And then we have the story of Nalakuvara and Manigriva. They are a typical example of Venus debilitated, not using the opulence and the luxury in the right way. So when Venus is debilitated or Venus is afflicted, then there can be intoxication, love addiction, sex addiction. And the cure is Saturn. Saturn is the corrective cure to these issues. And Narada Muni's curse, which is actually a blessing, it was like a hard aspect of Saturn, let's say, on a good planet that wakes us up and puts us on the right track. That's what happened to Nalakuvara and Manigriva. And then we have King Chitraketu, when he gets cursed by Mother Parvati. So that speech caused karma, right? It's like instant reversal comes. So that's like Mercury. When Mercury kind of afflicts us, we may say something we regret, etc. So the principle here is there can be a very boomerang effect when we do not carefully take care of speech. And then we have King Yayati and Shukracharya. So Venus and Shukra, Venus is ruled by Shukracharya, and Venus is a planet of desires, also of premature old age, curse. Is all connected to astrological principle. So the trading between youth, etc., is like karmic debt swapping between charts. And so there's so much astrology. So I'm very excited to be starting this section. And we have many more like inauspicious timings, like the Diti and Kashyapa at sunset. They conceived the child, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, the twins were born. This is a textbook case of ignoring Garbhadan Samskar, Garbhadana Muhurta, and not following the astrological transit. So the point is this: even sages cannot override a bad time. So why should we? We should take advantage of that, understand the lessons going forward. So I hope you stay tuned to this series, and welcome. Hare Krishna.